Speaking to NJIT women's soccer head coach Mandi Risden following a 1-0 defeat at home on Sunday afternoon against the University of Hartford. Mandi, what are your general impressions of the game today?
Overall, I thought we came out strong in the first half. We kept the ball well, defended, we were organized. We played back a little bit more on our side of the half defensively, kept a lower restraining line and kept us organized. And, very proud of what the girls did, but we definitely still have some room to grow.
Now, you knew Hartford had a good record last year, and I think they had 11 wins last year, and they had won 1-0 on Friday night. So you knew they were going to be a tough team. How did this game play out compared to what you were expecting and what you were hoping for from an NJIT point of view?
We were certainly expecting a tough game. We had seen some video footage of them, and in the past, they've been a very strong team. I think, again, I'm going to say that I'm proud of what our girls did. The goal that we gave them on a set piece, that was something that we absolutely have to do better. Other than that, I thought in the first half in particular, we kind of hung there right with them. It's just look at the stats at the end of the game. They weren't too far off. I think when we can put it together a full 90, we make this more of a game. So, but overall, I think I'm very proud of what our girls did.
So far, it's a very small sample, just 2 games. Territorially, possession-wise, the NJIT offense has been pretty good, probably better than at least certainly a couple of years ago. But the shots on goal have not been that high. There was only 2 shots on goal Friday night, and one of them went in, and there was 1 shot on goal today. What do you see with that, and how do you feel that can be improved?
With that, it's actually an aspect of the game that we really need to focus on in the next upcoming weeks. We've done a good job of attacking out of the back, working into the midfield, and now we need to find that final piece in the final third. We need to become more dangerous, and we need to create more opportunities in the final third. And that is something that we've been working on. We're getting to, and I think that's the next step for us, certainly, to become more dangerous and put more on goal. And that's something we're going to be working on coming up.
On the defensive end, the only goal of the game was scored by the Chanel Johnson, who was the striker of the year in the America East Conference last year. So that was a pretty big defensive test.
Yes.
To face a player like that. How did you feel that the defensive players held up?
I think they actually did very well. Overall, she didn't get anything out of the run of play. Yes, she's threatening. She's very athletic, fast, and certainly going to be a threat. And then, she did finish on the corner. And on our side, we have to do a better job on the set pieces. But I was proud with the way they handled it. We kind of let them know beforehand, gave them a heads up about her, and they had seen some video footage of her. So, they had an idea of what was coming, and they did a good job with it, I think.
It seemed Jenny Sislow did a pretty good job in terms of not, keeping her position and so forth, and taking the ball away from players before they could get really dangerous. Did you feel that Jenny played a good game for you today?
I do. Jenny is kind of, she's kind of the rock of the D. She makes very good decisions. She sees the game. She has a great awareness. So that's something that we knew we would get from her, and part of the big reason why she is, in the center of the defense. Our central defender. So she's, I thought she had a great game today as well as Friday, and I think she's a very valuable piece of what we do.
Are there any individual players that you'd like to talk about that you feel like had good games today?
To be honest, I feel like it was more of a team effort today where, I think we worked very hard in the first half, kept the ball, and we were able to do so because everybody was doing their job in the first half. So I want to kind of give it to the team, and, we let up a goal, and I think one of the areas that we grew in particular to this half is that we were able to pull it back together in the first half. In the past, sometimes we're scored on, we don't recollect ourselves, and today, one of the things I told them was they grew, and that we kind of lost it for 5 minutes afterwards, after scoring the goal, got a little disorganized, brought it back together, and finished off the half strong. So I'll say overall, I think it's a good team performance.
Okay,
So.
just one last thing. Next, leaving the friendly confines of Mal Simon Stadium, going to be going down to South Carolina to play. Have you looked that far ahead to what we can expect for that game? Or are those 2 games in the tournament down there?
No, we have looked ahead. You know, I'm hoping it's going to be more of the same of what you just saw. You know, we're going to really focus on us in terms of us growing and, you know, that next phase of what we just talked about of being more dangerous in the attacking third. You know, that's kind of the next phase of what we need to do, and hopefully that's something we complete in the games coming up.